Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF 44 coming at you another video. All right, so once again, I keep on telling y'all the Holy Spirit is basically a psychic in my life. I am not a psychic, but when I pray to God, He aligns me with the right timing of circumstances. So I knew I needed to call my uncle this morning and figure out how best to go about trying to get the rest of what I need for paying for this next couple of days. I got the funds to pay these people for next week's 270. If it's gonna be 270, I got that, but I need to have money to pay for where I'm gonna be staying on Saturday night. And I prayed this morning about it, and the Lord did not tell me to call my uncle. Didn't tell me to call my uncle. I was waiting. I was going into the whole little meditation thing, and the Spirit was telling me to work on a playlist. So I worked on a playlist, finished it up for the last 2 hours, and then went into my little meditative space, and the Lord said, okay, call him now. And when I called him, it turns out that everything before this moment basically had been hectic on their end because they had some things they were trying to do for my grandfather. So if I would have called them when I intended to call them, which by logic made more sense because the more time I give them, the more chance they can secure the funds. But the Lord was like, no. And it was basically in my head like, they got other things going on this morning. I will align you with the right time to call him so that when you do call him, he'll be able to answer the phone and be able to do whatever would be needed. And sure enough, when I called, that was exactly what it was. It was exactly what it was, to the very T. And so y'all got to understand when I say, pray to the Holy Spirit and stuff like that, it's not because I'm just relying upon faith. These are actual timing gifts that the Lord is providing me for doing so. And so that I can align with what it is that I need each and every time. And it's just getting to a point where it's kind of, it's just rely upon at this point. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Yet another bit of evidence of the Lord being real, man. Especially when there's so much evidence of him not, with what's going on in Gaza. And just looking around and seeing how hopeless that seems to a lot of us. But I'm showing y'all in my life that through prayers to that same God, he's aligning me with the exact amount of things that I need, whether it be measured out a certain way or not. That stuff is not in my head. My family's on the other side of the country. I have no idea what they got going on, but the Holy Spirit definitely does, and he wants me to lean on him for not only what needs to be done, but when. And so that's what I'm telling y'all, man. I haven't figured out what I want to do next or whatever it is that I should do next, but I know that the funds that I need will be secured for Sunday morning or Saturday night rather, so I can get me a little hotel for the night or stay at the hostel again, which I'm hopeful I don't have to do. So this is all aligned, man. The alignment is real. I feel good. That playlist I made is long as hell. I was trying to get the right songs at the end, but it seemed like I needed to keep adding songs to get the right blend, so eventually it just became too long of a playlist. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be an editing process for this particular one. I ain't figured out what it's going to be, but I know it's both of the last playlists I did were at 265. So whatever this is going to be, whether it be a K list or a delete CD, it's 366. I know that much. That's the number on there. Which one it is, to be determined, because it could be either one. It could be a playlist or a delete CD or a K list. So I don't know yet. I ain't did the art yet, but I just wanted to tell y'all, what's up. And I talked to my therapist. Tanya is going to be speaking with me on the 8th at 2:30. So that can be anywhere between 12 and 6 basically, but 2:30 is what we have scheduled on the 8th. Glad I answered the call. Of course, since I had my phone in my hand working on the playlist, I was able to see the private number, and I automatically answered the private number because I know that she calls from that. So she was checking in to not only set a schedule with me, but to make sure that the paperwork that I got from her weeks ago was forwarded to the GR people. So I thanked her for that, and of course we're still waiting on that, but it looks like it's gonna work out, man. I had sold all the shares necessary to get me down to the $100 mark for them, so it ain't nothing in the way of me getting GR at this point. It's just about pending the situation and submitting all the rest of the information that they would otherwise need. So I feel a lot better, man. A part of me wants to get out of this house like I've been doing every day, to be honest with you, but I do have some things in this house that need to be done, including cleaning it up, which I don't think takes that long. It could honestly be done tomorrow morning, but putting stuff in suitcases and stuff like that. It can all be done, but I just feel a lot more relieved now that I know at least where the funds are coming from for me to stay somewhere, so I ain't got to spend the night on the street or try to, you know what I mean, that kind of thing for one night, so that I can have enough money to pay for the hotel. Because even if I had to go to the hostel for $50, I was going to cut into the hotel money. So, I was sitting there trusting God. I'm like, I'm trusting you, man, but none of this really makes any sense. I need to be able to talk to my uncle so he can secure whatever he's going to give me. And sure enough, the Holy Spirit put me in a position to get it. So, just trusting the Lord, man, fully, even when things don't measure up to what it looks like to you, or whatever the case may be. Even if things look like they just not panning out, you like, God, I got to secure things. I got to do this. I have to do this. No, you don't. You have to listen to him. That's basically what I'm finding out. And if you listen to him, he's 100%. His accuracy is perfect thus far in my life. So I just want people to understand that there is no wavering from what it is that I'm seeing here. Follow the Holy Spirit, and he knows the measuring of whatever it is you're doing better than you do, much better than you do. And so following the Holy Spirit is 100% the right way for me. And I'm going to continue to do that, man. I'm going to continue to do that, see what he wants to do for the rest of the day. As I always am, I'm tired right now in this house. This particular room draws my energy. Not necessarily in a bad way, it just makes you want to sleep. And I've been able to overcome that by leaving this place every day around this time, to go on the train to do whatever I would do. So we'll see what the Holy Spirit wants to do. If he wants me to be here, I'll be here. If he wants me to move into cleanup mode, I'll move into cleanup mode. If it's workout time, it's workout time. I feel real lazy to do them squats too. That's a problem. I need to do those, but I feel lazy to do them. I did 2 sets of 80 on the suitcase right there. 2 sets of 80. That's not equivalent to what my knees are used to and my gut is used to. So I'm still doing my push-ups. I've already done 2 sets of 75 of that. I think I'm just kind of stuck at 75. But that's a good place to be stuck at, given just 2 weeks ago I was stuck at 40 and 45. So I damn near doubled my push-ups over the last 2 months. And that is something I'm proud of. So, yeah, man, just trying to get through, applying my faith and still trying to, trust that that's the right way to go. And as he continues to prove it, it gets more doable. So everything else is just being patient. And so that's what it is, man. I got art to do. I got some editing to do on this playlist, I'm sure. I got some listening to do with this playlist, I'm sure. But I really do want some sunlight. I do. So hopefully the Holy Spirit will guide me toward my next couple of hours. And by the end of this process, hopefully I'm in a space where I'm praising God. I'm sure I will be anyway, because I always am. But to be thankful for what's ahead, and then to look at it play itself out and be pleased. So that's what it is, man. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Keep your energy high. Seeing the footage on IG, what's the latest has been tough too. Somewhere in between working on my playlist, I decided to go on IG and looked at the fact that there were more unalived people and unalived children to look at. They've been slaughtering them left and right over the last 24 hours alone. Here on November the 3rd, they are still at it. And it's almost like, this is just, there's nothing anyone with any sense can do. And like the government, we look around, it's almost like it's politically split on whether or not we should allow these people to murder children. And I'm like, all of those human beings deserve to be in jail. Anybody that's sitting here with the ability to stop this, not stopping this, is complicit by way of what we consider law, right? Your accessory. You know what I mean? So like, I literally think that there's a whole full of there's a fleet of people in our society who are lawmakers that are complicit to this, and at this point they should be in jail. This ain't one of them situations where we're voting on this. They're killing kids over there. You're letting it happen. You're funding them, and there are other countries surrounding the situation funding them, and that godlessness is on the people who vote these individuals in and who encourage them to bring forth success to our countries at whatever cost. If this is the cost, we, the voters, and we, the people, are complicit for allowing them, non-human entities, in position to bring us the success that our countries ultimately have. So if that's what's going to keep moving forward, billionaires, you guys want your success that bad that babies got to die on your behalf so that you can get what you need, that's going to fall on all of us. That's going to fall on all of us. So be prepared for that, because there's karma coming for anybody who's with that, anybody who's complicit in that, anybody who's not speaking up. We're going to have to understand that the human lives are not to be discarded like roaches. And whether we believe there's a God or not, at this point, you're going to find out that there is one. And that's exactly what I've been trying to prove to people for the last 3 years on this channel. I am not complicit with this. I'm using my voice right here and right now to tell y'all, stop killing those kids, stop murdering these people in Palestine and Gaza. And if you want to fall on the sword of that karma so that you can have money, I will have nothing of it. Nothing of it. And I'm praying to God you fail, and I'm praying to God that good comes to those who are suffering your ills. My name is BDF 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.